So hey guys, and welcome to the Random Watch Do channel. Thanks for joining me for another video, and today I'm taking you on a journey, a watch journey down Queen Street here in central Auckland in New Zealand. I'm going to go and visit some of the watch stores that we've got here, some of the Rolex ADs that we've got here. There are also Omega ADs, Cartier ADs, Vacheron Constantin, Patek Philippe, Bulgari. They're all here guys, so stay tuned and let's get into it. Okay guys, so here we are in the centre of Auckland. Here I am at the top of Queen Street, which is the main street that goes through Auckland, and what we're looking at here, we're just at quite a busy junction, so excuse the noise in the background, but what you can see here is the old Civic Theatre. I've been in there a couple of times actually. It's a lovely old theatre. It's kind of like some of these old colonial theatres. It's in the theme of Art Deco. It's really lovely inside. It's kind of almost like an Indian theme as well, Indian Art Deco, whatever that is. I don't know where they got that idea from, but it is really, really nice. And I come here quite often, and I come here. Here we have. I'll just get out of the sun there. This is the entrance to Smith & Co.'s department store. Now, some sad news is that Smith & Co.'s department store is soon to close, unfortunately. Now I'm really upset about that, because this is a good old-fashioned, almost like English colonial department store. For those of you from Britain that remember Debenhams, when Debenhams was still around, Debenhams is kind of one of those big department stores that's an agency for lots of other brands, and that's kind of what Smith & Co. has been really good at over the decades here in Auckland, New Zealand. But they are closing soon, which is really disappointing, because I come in here very frequently to meet my wife, because she works here in town. I come here quite frequently to meet my wife for a nice cup of tea and a date scone, and because they've got a really nice cafe in here. So that's all fallen by the wayside, guys. I've got just a few months left. I will be actually, and the reason I'm here is because I'm meeting my wife for lunch shortly. But before we do that, guys, I'm going to show you the watch stores here in Queen Street. There are 3 or 4 stores. I'm not going to go in. Well, I will go in, but I'm not going to video, of course, when I go in, because they probably wouldn't be too keen on me making videos on the inside. But I certainly will be shooting some videos from the outside. So I'm just going to take a walk down the street here, guys, and show you a little bit more of Queen Street. And I'm also going to show you my favourite watch stores. Okay, and here we are at the first store, guys, and this is, as you can see, this is the Hourglass right at the top of Queen Street. Very nice store, very nicely presented, and as you can probably see here, they do sell a Rolex. So I am going to pop in here later on, but I just thought I'd show you the store from the outside. And I've bought a few watches from here over the years. You can see there's another satisfied customer that's just left. Let's have a quick look and see what Rolex they've got in the front here. So what can I see there? I can see a Datejust, which has a domed bezel and an oyster bracelet. There's another lady Datejust there. There's a two-tone Datejust, and of course here we are for exhibition only. What else have we got here? Oh, this is a bit more exciting. We've got let's see if I can zoom in there a little bit. We've got Air King, very nice. We've got a Riddler. Look at that, they've got a Riddler, guys, or a Sprite, as some of you guys like to call it. And they've also got an Explorer 2 Polar Dial, very nice watch too. And oh, it's a shame that's for exhibition only as well. So another brand they've got here, this is actually quite new to the Hourglass as well, is Zenith. So this is actually the first time I've seen Zenith in New Zealand, and they do have quite a good range actually. They've got some of the newer models as well. I'm not sure what that is. That's the Defy. I need to get my head around Zenith a bit more and understand a little bit more about the brand. But nice to see Zenith here in New Zealand. They also have Hublot. So they've got some lovely Hublots in stock here. They've got some Cartiers, Not sure if I'm ever going to indulge myself in a Cartier. If you've seen one of my previous videos, you'll know why. Of course, they have Tag Heuer. You know, the entry into the world of Rolex is get yourself a Tag Heuer, guys. Just a little tip from me if you want to do business with the hourglass. And of course, Tudor. So Tudor, yeah, there we go. Look, very nice little frontage here, just displaying some Tudor models now. For those of you that got really excited about these chronographs over the last few years that were almost impossible to get, well, here they are. They're in stock now. I can see them all. I can see the black and white, the white and black, and of course over the back there you've got the two-tone. They've also looks like they've got the silver Black Bay. That there's a Black Bay 58. What else have we got here? Black Bay 58 blue. Yeah, not a bad range, and they've probably got some more really nice models inside as well, guys. So I'll take a little look in there later on. But there you go. There's a nice Tudor stand for you there. So yeah, it's not a bad little frontage here at the Hourglass. They appear to be. Yeah, there's a good 4 or 5 people in there at the moment. No customers, of course, because it's a weekday on a Wednesday, and yeah, they probably don't get all that busy on a Wednesday, on a weekday, but they will soon, because I'm going to go in and make a nuisance of myself. Okay, guys, so down this lovely little alleyway here, which has got a pub and a bar, and it's also got a nice little sushi place that I like to stop at now and then. Just right here is Partridge Jewellers. So this is by far the largest supplier and stockist of wristwatches here in New Zealand. They've got branches, several branches around New Zealand. I think they've got 5. They're also the guys that have the Rolex boutique just around the corner, which I'll go to later on, because that's right down the end. Again, I'm not going to go in, guys, but there are plenty of guys in there. I will be popping in to say hello to Sam, who's my sales associate that I deal with a lot in there. I can see he's in there. Chatting away, so I'll be popping in there a little bit later on, but I'll just show you some of the watches they've got in the watch front here. So what have we got there? We've got don't know what that is. That's a little baby Speedmaster, and we've got some more Speedies here. We've got like a jade dial, a matte graphite dial, and the same watch on a bracelet there. Nice Speedmasters. Honestly, guys, not really my cup of tea. I can't get too excited about these particular Speedmasters, these reduced Speedmasters. But what I do get excited about is these Speedmasters, and I don't have one. I've never had one in my collection, but they do have a good range of Speedmasters here. That's obviously the classic moon watch there. They've also got some more novelty moon watches here, as you can see. I really quite like that white dialed one, that cream dialed one, just on the right there. That's a nice looking watch, isn't it? And over here, what have we got? We've got another Speedmaster there. That one looks like it's on the old Oyster bracelet as well. I'm not quite sure what that one is, actually. Perhaps one of you guys can tell me. I'm not quite sure. There we go. I'll try and get it in a bit more in focus for you. That looks like a moon watch on the old Oyster bracelet to me. Just moving along, what else have we got here? Oh, we've got Longines, you know, the brand that everybody loves. Certainly a lot of YouTubers are pushing Longines at the moment, so there's obviously some marketing thing going on there. So yeah, nice one, nice range of Longines there. We've also got Grand Seiko, so I do like me a Grand Seiko. So they've got some really nice watches in here. That red dial one looks fantastic, doesn't it? That's really nice. And that's the thing about Grand Seiko, guys. They do some really nice dials, don't they? Absolutely gorgeous dials. What else we got here? We got Tag Heuer. So there's a couple of nice tags there. Look like what are they? Yeah, they're automatics, I think. Tudor. So we've got some nice Tudors. That one there, you can see. I haven't seen that watch before. That's the new FXD Lingy chronograph. That's a really nice looking watch, isn't it? What else we got here? Pelagos. Oh, look at that, Pelagos 39. Black Bay Graphite Black. We've got the new one, the new Black Bay in red. We've got the Ranger, we've got the BB58. We've got all these watches, guys. Were almost impossible to get hold of 18 months ago, and now look, I can just walk in and buy any of these right now. There's no sign here that says for exhibition only. These are for sale. Look at that, lovely. Breitling. Now Breitling's a great brand. I really like Breitling. I've had a couple of older Breitlings. I've had a couple of older Breitling Super Oceans. Really like those watches, but the trouble with Breitling, I think, as we all know, is boy, they lose their value real quick. So if you're going to buy a Breitling, my advice, guys, is negotiate hard, because you'll take an absolute haircut if you want to sell it in a year or two's time. An absolute haircut. Unless you absolutely love the watch so much, you're never going to sell it. You will lose money on Breitling quite badly if you're not careful, and that's probably the one thing that puts a lot of people off of Breitling, isn't it? But very nice. Piaget, there's another one. Piaget we've got here, lovely ladies' watches for the ladies on the channel. There's some nice Piagets there, or some guys that might like ladies' watches. I mean, you know, Blancpain, however you want to pronounce it. So they got some nice ones here, haven't they? Now I did a video on Blancpain quite recently. There's the Bathyscaphe, very nice. There's Villeray, the Villeray collection. I did try on the blue dial version of this 50 Fathoms quite recently. Really liked it. Big, very big watch, and I was told it was actually a 42.3mm dial. It actually wasn't. It turned out that I was trying on the 45, and it's the new version of the Blancpain 50 Fathoms, which is coming in at 42.3. So I will try that on when it comes in, because I do like the look of that a lot. This is a nice, attractive little watch here. This looks like a annual calendar to me. Very nice. Yeah, I like the look of that. I wonder how much money that is, guys, because that looks like it's gold as well. Either gold or bronze, I'm not quite sure. It must be gold, surely. And just to finish, we've got some Breguet. Breguet. Don't really know much about Breguet. Never really been particularly interested, if I'm going to be perfectly frank with you. But they do have some nice watches with some nice complications. That one over the back there, look at that. It's a bit special, isn't it? Yeah, very nice looking watch. Great, okay, well they've spotted me now. They spotted me through the window, so I'm going to go in and say hello to Sam. And after I've had a chat with Sam, I'll be probably moving on to the Rolex boutique. But before I do, guys, some more Omegas to show you. Nice Omegas here. Look at these chunky boys, these Speedmasters. They got the James Bond there. That really nice James Bond No Time to Die. That's a lovely watch, isn't it? That's easily available now. Used to be really hard to get, but you can get those quite easily. World Timer. Now my wife, this is the watch on the left, my wife really likes that World Timer. She absolutely adores it. I've actually, in the past, I've put her off actually buying that because I actually think it's too expensive for what it is. But that's the kind of guy I am. I like a bit of value. And there's obviously a nice Aqua Terra. Over here, actually this is the most amount of World Timers I've seen them have. I better not tell my wife, who I'm about to meet for lunch, that they've got all these World Timers, because she's probably going to want to come down here and try them on. But what we got there, we got the green, the blue, well they've got the green on the blue on the rubber, and we've also got the green, that's the one on the far right there, the green on the bracelet. They are nice looking watches. Bloody expensive for what they are though. That's my problem with the World Timer. Very expensive. And what else we got here? We have some Planet Oceans. So we've got the blue one on the left there, which looks like it's kind of a two-tone, got some gold there. We've got the black, we got the blue, and of course both chronographs. I've tried these chronos on, by the way. They're big watches, even bigger, as you can see, than the watch on the far right there, which is the what's that? That's the newer watch, which is the Ultra Deep. If I suddenly had a bit of a mind spasm there, I thought, what the hell's that again? It's the Ultra Deep, of course, isn't it? So the chronograph is even bigger by some distance than the Ultra Deep, isn't it? Anyway, guys, you know, if you're up for it from travel, you can do some tax-free shopping as well. Fancy that, tax-free shopping. Can't say no, can you? Can't say no. Just a quick view down Queen Street. This is the bottom end of Queen Street now. It's very busy, as you can see. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of cars, a lot of buses. They really ought to pedestrianise this whole area, but yeah, they haven't quite got that far yet. There's Partridge Jewellers again. So this is the main flagship store. This is the store that I've just shown you from the outside. I had a quick chat with Sam. Samsu, who's my sales associate that I deal with in there. Had a good old chat. He's actually just told me that he's got the new Black Bay 58 Coke GMT in stock. He's already sold it, but he's offered to show it to me, so I'm going to go back in a minute and have a quick look at that. And there's Michael Hill Jewelers, specialise in diamonds, and they sell some Seikos. And there's the top end of Queen Street from where I have just walked. So I'm just heading down to the Rolex boutique now, guys, and I'll show you what that looks like. That's just right down the bottom of the road, about another 3 or 4 minute walk this way. Okay guys, so here I am down at the bottom of Queen Street, and what you can see there just in the centre of picture is a very tiny little satellite watch store. That's Watches of Switzerland. In there they're selling Nomos and Louis Erard, I believe you might pronounce it that way. So yeah, not a very well frequented store, I have to say. We've got our Louis Vuitton and Gucci stores here, of course, and there's quite often a queue outside of these stores, you know, where the mums are going in with their pushchairs, you know, to try and get themselves on a list for a $10,000 bag. There goes a bus, and over there we've got another Partridge store. So yeah, Partridge Jewelers have several stores. They've got 3 stores here in Auckland's Queen Street, and this particular store that you can see over there actually specialises in all the their Bremont family of watches. So they've got all the IWC, the JLC, what else have they got in there, Panerai, and a few other brands, Vacheron. But the good stuff, guys, the good stuff is here, of course. You know, you've got your Patek Philippe, you've got your Rolex, and you know, the summit of watch collecting, of course, for us all, which is Bulgari. So guys, I'm just going to go and take a look over there. I hope that security guard doesn't mind me shooting a video. We'll see. I'm just going to go and show you what they've got in the shop window here. I might have to have a quick chat with the security guard as well, just to let him know I'm not trying to rob the place. Okay, so Patek Philippe. Here we go. I've no idea what these watches are, guys. I can't afford these watches, so I don't take a great deal of interest in them. But what's interesting about this, of course, is we have a nice little Patek Philippe watch there, and we also have matching cufflinks in a nice presentation box. So how about that? That's where Rolex got the idea from, isn't it? It's, you know, they weren't first to something for once, guys. Patek have already got the cufflinks thing going on. What else have we got here? More Pateks. So these are watches that I probably recognise a bit better. I believe these are watches that you guys might recognise as well. I'm just going to try and angle it a bit better so you can actually see the watch. That's really nice, isn't it? And of course we've got a really expensive looking one here, because of course this one is looks like it's probably yellow gold, and that looks like a annual calendar with a moon phase. Guys, I wonder how much that is. I wonder how much that is. That's going to be a lot of money, isn't it? So just walk past the security guard here. Sorry, Matt, I'm just videoing some of these watches from the outside, that's all. Right, okay, so Rolex. In the window here, what have we got? We have got a Wimbledon Datejust. We've got another two-tone Datejust, and another two-tone Datejust. And these are, for exhibition only, not even for sale, guys. I mean, how rude, you know, they still expect you to go on the list for a two-tone Datejust in 2024. What else have we got here? Oh my god, guys, oh my god, there you go. That looks to me very much like the Gollum watch. The Gollum watch, guys. That is the Deepsea solid gold. Look at that. I wasn't expecting to see that today. Gollum's watch is here at Partridge Jewelers on Queen Street in Auckland. All $100,000 of it, 100,000 New Zealand dollars. Let me see if I can get a bit closer to that. There you go. There you go. Okay, I'm a bit lost for words actually. I'm mightily impressed. I think it would be rude of me not to ask to try that on, don't you think? I think I might go and do that in a minute. What else have we got here? We've got the you know, the poor person's gold Deepsea, the poor person's Gollum watch, which are the Deepsea James Cameron over the back there, and they've also got the standard Deepsea, the Sea Dweller. These are fantastic watches, by the way, guys. I was on the list for a little while for a Deepsea at one stage. I'm not anymore, because actually the price of that Deepsea's just gone a little bit beyond where I want to be if I'm buying watches, but they're still fantastic watches. Yeah, look at that, solid gold Deepsea. What else have we got here? We've got a two-tone Sea Dweller, and we've got the SD43, the 126600, which is a watch that I own. So there you go, guys. But all eyes are on this bad boy. Look at that. I'm liking that, guys. I'm liking that a lot. Can't afford it, would never wear it. It would turn me into a complete douchebag if I wore that watch, as if I wasn't one already, but I'm pretty impressed with what I'm seeing here. So there you go, guys. There's a little trip down Queen Street for you, and some of the watches that I saw and some of the stores that I quite often frequent. And of course, it goes without saying that the most exciting part of my journey yesterday was right at the end, and the solid gold Rolex Deepsea. Now, you'll be glad to know that I did actually go in and I did actually try that watch on, and I did actually take some footage of that, and I've got some very, very strong opinions of that watch, having seen it and worn it now. Now, I'm going to spend at least 10 minutes talking to you about that, so I'm not going to tag that onto this particular video. I'm going to shoot another video where I'm going to talk specifically about the Rolex Gold Deepsea, and I'm going to show you the video that I took of that when I was wearing it yesterday, when I tried it on. And but guys, yeah, look, I hope you enjoyed this video. Look, if you do enjoy it, I'm quite happy to shoot more. I'm quite happy to go on more walks around Auckland, shooting videos of watches through the window. You know, there's nothing weird about that at all, is there? So thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.